Good morning. Today is section 104, verses 1 through 28, and the date is April 23rd, 1834, in Kirtland, Ohio, for the church, and the prominent doctrine or theme is to care for the poor, or the care for the poor, whichever one you want to put there. What's happening here is Joseph, in February, went to New York to try to get volunteers and money to help redeem Zion, but he failed. He needed, let's see, they had a debt of $15,000, and they were incurring other debts, and also Philastus Hurlburt. In the podcast, they call him Hurlbutt, like B-U-T-T, but it's Burt. Hurlburt was also suing the church leaders. He was an apostate. Anyways, so they've got debt, they've got Zion to redeem. My hair is funky this morning. Anyways, and so on April 23rd, 1834, concerning the United Firm, the church of the order to benefit the poor, the Lord instructed that the order was to be dissolved. It was to be reorganized in two separate orders, one in Kirtland and one in Missouri. And its members were still to receive individual stewardships. Kirtland and Missouri. Kirtland is a town and Missouri is a state or territory. So I'm wondering why they don't give it a name. I don't know. For some reason, that bothers me. It's like saying Brigham City and Washington. One's to be organized in Brigham City and one's to be organized in Washington State. It's a little uneven in my brain. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, moving on. Is it essential to my salvation? No. Alright. So, some had broken their covenants in the United Firm and had come under condemnation. The Lord said he would not be mocked by those who broke their covenants. The Lord explained that the care of the poor is the duty of the Latter-day Saints, but that the United Firm in Kirtland was separate from the one in Missouri. And because of transgression on the part of church members and because of the exile of the saints from Jackson County, the saints are commanded to give financial aid on the exiles, or to the exiles. Maybe that's the reason, because Missouri, Jackson County, but there's no town yet. Maybe. They haven't named the town, but also because they've been exiled from Jackson County. So it's like, do one in Jackson County, but you're not there anymore. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Again, is it essential to my salvation? No. Alright, so, in the Lord's kingdom, exalting the poor does not include diminishing the rich. President Joseph Fielding Smith explained, the Lord did not intend to convey, as some may think, that he was to take from the rich and make them poor, but that through this divine law there would become an equality, and in humility all would be made rich in the abundance that would be gathered into the storehouse of the Lord. President Marion G. Romney added that the poor can be exalted when and only when they are enabled to obtain independence and self-respect through their own industry and thrift. Our duty is to enable them to do this. My face itches. So it's not take from the rich and give to the needy, and then everybody is made equally poor, as some socialists think it should be. It's the rich, you have an abundance, share with the poor so that they can be lifted to a state where that they can work and be industrious themselves and help themselves rise up to a place where everyone is equal. And this little tidbit interested me. Regardless of who holds legal title to property, it all belongs to Christ because he created it. Because everything belongs to the Lord, he decides how our resources will be used. These resources include property, time, talents, and even our lives. So no matter how I feel about a calling, I don't have one right now, but I mean besides ministering, no matter how I feel about a calling, it is not up to me how I use my time or my talents, because they don't belong to me. They belong to the Lord. And that is a great way to think of it when you go into a calling you're not too happy about. Oh wait, I do have a calling. Mid-singles representative. Not thrilled about that one. But anywho, what you gonna do? You're gonna do what you can because the Lord has called you to it, and you don't own your own time or your talents or your life. There you go. Alright, that was section 104, verses 1 through 28. See you tomorrow.